Ever been in a conversation and thought, wow, this person just gets it? Not the loudest, not showing off, but their words just land? That's not luck, nor about IQ or books. It's psychological habits, patterns in thinking and responding that almost anyone can learn. I've been studying behavioral psychology. Today, I'm breaking down 5 habits for you. These habits appear in research on emotionally intelligent, high-performing people. Once you start noticing them, you can't unsee them, so let's get into it. Habit number 1. They replace the urge to win with curiosity. Here's something wild. Our brains treat disagreement almost like a physical threat. Research shows challenging opinions trigger a stress response, like danger, so we go defensive. We argue, we dig in. But psychologically savvy people swap that defensive reflex for genuine curiosity. Instead of thinking, how do I prove them wrong? They get genuinely interested in why the other person thinks what they think. They'll ask things like, oh, that's interesting. What made you land on that? Or walk me through how you see it. This works on 2 levels. First, the other person feels heard and opens up, so you learn more. Second, people are more likely to reconsider their views when they don't feel attacked. You're creating space for them to think out loud. Psychologists call this motivational interviewing. Therapists use it. Great leaders use it. It starts with one simple shift, getting interested instead of defensive. Habit number 2. They zoom out when things get hard. There's this concept called cognitive reframing, the superpower of perspective shifting. People who handle stress well do this automatically. Say you bomb a presentation. Most brains go to, I'm terrible. Everyone thinks I'm incompetent. I'll never get this right. That's catastrophizing your brain, zooming in on one moment, treating it like it defines everything. But resilient people zoom out. They ask, what actually happened? What can I adjust? How does this fit into the bigger picture? It's not toxic positivity. They're not pretending it didn't go badly. They're just refusing to let one data point become a life sentence. They treat failure as feedback, not identity. That mental move changes everything about how you move through hard times. Habit number 3. They have a not my problem filter. This sounds blunt, but it's a healthy habit. Psychologists talk about locus of control, where you believe power over your life lives. People with an internal locus focus on what they can influence. Those with an external one worry about things outside their hands. Smart thinkers have this filter. Before stressing, they ask, is this in my control? If yes, problem solve. If no, they let it go. Not because they don't care, but because worry without action is expensive. It costs mental energy and gives nothing back. Can't control the economy? Focus on your skills. Can't control what someone thinks? Focus on being genuine. Can't control the weather? Focus on a backup plan. This habit frees up so much mental bandwidth. Habit number 4. They're comfortable with silence. This one trips people up. We're conditioned to fill silence. Research shows most feel uncomfortable after just 4 seconds of silence. But emotionally intelligent people have made peace with the pause. When asked something, they actually think before they answer. They're not filling the air, they're processing. And here's the crazy effect. When you pause, people lean in. They assume what you say matters. There's also something huge on the listening side. When you stop rushing to respond and let someone finish, they feel genuinely heard. That alone builds more trust and connection than almost anything else you can do in a conversation. Try this week. Next time you're asked a question, take a breath before answering. Not a dramatic pause, just a beat. You'll be surprised. Habit number 5. They respond. They don't react. This is the one I think about most. It comes straight out of Viktor Frankl, who survived the Holocaust. He said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. Most people live in reaction mode. Someone's rude, they snap back. Something goes wrong, they spiral. Their emotional state becomes a pinball machine controlled by whatever's happening around them. But people with psychological awareness have learned to live in that space Frankl talks about. They feel the emotion. They're not robots, but they don't let the emotion drive. They take a breath, ask what's going on, and choose how to respond. That's not weakness. That's the most powerful thing a person can do. When everyone else is reacting, you're thinking. And the person who's thinking always has the advantage. So those are the 5 habits. Swapping defensiveness for curiosity, zooming out instead of catastrophizing, filtering what's in your control, getting comfortable with silence, and choosing response over reaction. Here's my challenge. Don't try to do all 5 at once. Pick the one that felt most familiar, like yeah, I do the opposite of that, and just play with it this week. 1 conversation, 1 moment, see what shifts. And hey, if this kind of psychology content is your thing, stick around. I break down this stuff every week in a useful way. Hit subscribe if you want more of it. I'd also genuinely love to know which of these 5 hit closest to home for you. Drop it in the comments. I read all of them. See you in the next one.